Hey guys, Houndoomed here, coming at you today with another episode of Pokemon Black 2. On the last episode we explored the eastern side of Route 20 and we got to Virbank City and encountered some trouble. On this episode we're going to be exploring Virbank City and the complex to the south. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The number of Pokeballs you can put in your belt is 6, so you can take 6 Pokemon with you. Well done, how did you manage to work out that kind of math? My medal's really pretty, isn't it? If you solve the hint medal riddles, you can collect more and more of them. That is true. What do we have in here? Oh look, it's an Ordino! Ah, I want to go to Pokestar Studios as soon as possible. I want my dear Ordino to be in a movie. When a Pokemon evolves, its appearance will change and it will get more powerful. If you keep a Pokemon from evolving, it will learn moves more quickly. That is true. Okay, so there's a Poketoy right here. Can be used to escape from a Pokemon automatically, if you so desire that. This Watchog has been with me since I was born. Its keen eye ability has helped me so many times. Hog! Yeah, go away, you Watchog. Roxy's band! It's getting hard to buy tickets up to their shows lately, whatever. Maybe they'll go on a world tour soon. She did actually sing that, but I'm not even going to try. Kid! Excuse me? Do you know about the Battle Box? It's a convenient feature that you can use on the PCs at the Pokemon Center. Okay, so there's the boat. First, turn the Seagear's power on. No! Then tap Connected in the center of the Seagear screen to check the tag log. First, turn the Seagear's power on. No! Then tap Wireless. Finally tap Entralink. If you have some time, give it a try. It's amazing. It's only amazing if you can access the Dream World, to be honest, but I don't know what else it does normally. The ship to Castalia City leaves from here. It can even cross seas that are too rough for Pokemon to get through. If you want the captain, he's in Pokestar Studios. His daughter Roxy is both a gym leader and a band leader, you know. Not wanting to be outdone, he said he needs to be a captain and an actor. So yeah, unfortunately you cannot go to Pokestar Studios.
But you explored Virbank City and gone to the Pokestar Studios, which you can only do after the gym. I will be a hero and become friends with Zekrom. Zekrom is a legendary Pokemon, but I don't know it very well. So how are you going to be friends with it? It was 2 years ago. A bunch of people who identified themselves as Team Plasma tried to control Unova under the hero, who was with the legendary black Pokemon, Zekrom. Oh, are you a Pokemon trainer? My grandchild was also visiting Pokemon gyms with his Pokemon in various places and collecting badges. Well, I'm happy for him. So this little hut thing, I don't even know what that is the gym, as a matter of fact. It's mainly just downstairs, the gym, though. Roxy's poison is intense. It stings, and stings! But you know what I did? I caught a Magnemite in the complex, and I was just fine. Here, I'll give you these, so go catch a Magnemite or something. So he gives you some Pokeballs, and that is some very good advice. Magnemite does incredibly good in this gym. It is the perfect Pokemon for this gym, trust me. Anyway, so there's an antidote in the trash can over there. And let's check out the preschool, why the heck not? Hey, get over here. Clerks in Pokemart sell different items. That's true. Children teach me many things, so they are my teachers. Pokemon are your teachers. A Pokemon that jumps out in a battle is the Pokemon on the top left in the list. So have a weak Pokemon on the top left. When a battle starts, switch it to a strong Pokemon. See? I know a great thing, don't I? Well, yeah, I have to agree. When you use a Repel, well, Pokemon won't come out as much. Or at all. They don't come out at all. Provided you're a higher level than all the Pokemon in the route, though. Did you know that? Yes, I did. Trainer! Just in case your Pokemon gets burned, please use this on the Pokemon. They get a burn heal. Because a Pokemon's HP and attack stat go down when it's burned. It'll be in a mess. My Pokemon used to be wimpy, but they've trained at the complex and now they are very buff. Okay, so here is the complex. We won't even explore it just yet, because there's a couple more things we can do. Yo, this is a good deal. Why don't you trade your Pokeball for my Great Ball?
What's the catch? No, there is no catch. He just wants to get a Great Ball. No, he wants to get a Pokeball and you will get a Great Ball. See? It's a good deal, isn't it? We can trade again tomorrow if you want. So you can do that every day. Kind of pointless, but at the beginning of the game it's kind of nice. Don't need you, Rippling Water. So just here, you may not find it, it is a Silk Scarf. Useful for powering up normal type moves by 20%. So, let's head back to the complex. So many snow patches everywhere. There are some new Pokemon in this grass in the exterior, but I think I will actually explore the interior because that's where all of the new Pokemon are. Nothing too special around here. So after you've gone under this pipe, you will be in the complex, the interior of the complex. Just behind here, you can access a tree that can be cut down. If you're too lazy, after you've beaten the gym and you get the HM. There is actually only a super potion behind there. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's a super potion. I'm not entirely sure. I think it is. You will want to talk to this guy though. Hey there, trainer. It looks like you've got energetic Pokemon there with you. Can I ask a favour? I need to get the workers in this complex fired up. How about it? Help a guy out, will you? Sure. Yeah, that's what I like to hear. There are some new workers here in the complex. Go get those 3 raring to go. That I will, sir. Okay, so there is a trainer right here, but there are some new Pokemon you can find here, and there's quite a lot of them. I think there's a total of 5 in fact. So yeah, cue Pokemon reviews once again. Okay, so the first Pokemon you can find at the Virbank complex is Magby. Magby is only available in Black 2, but it's a fire type, number 240. Can have the abilities, well, just Flame Body or Vital Spirit as a hidden ability. As you can see, it's pretty good offensively, has fairly balanced mixed attacking stats as well as good speed for an unevolved Pokemon. Its defences are fairly paper thin though, which is quite frustrating. But those stats do take it a long way in the early points of the game, especially when it learns Flame Burst at level 22, I think it's 22. When it evolves into Magmar at level 30, it picks up even better mixed attacking stats, gets a little faster, and its defences become a little less paper thin, which is quite nice. Keeps the same abilities, but yeah. When it evolves into Magmortar, you must trade it with a Magmarizer attached to evolve it into Magmortar. But when it does, it picks up a whole ton of special attack. Okay, physical attack. I mean, it's pretty good, but outclassed by its special attack, obviously. Its special defense is pretty good as well, although it does drop a lot of speed, but that's fine. It covers quite a lot with its coverage moves, however it doesn't really get much in the way of special attacks. It's really got to go mixed to get anywhere. However, as a fire type it's pretty good. I mean, it's outclassed by a few fire types, but I'd say it's probably one of the better ones. For Magmortar, I would probably give it 4 stars. Another new Pokemon you can find at the Virbank complex, only in White 2, is Elekid. Elekid is an electric type, can have the abilities, well, just Static and then Vital Spirit again as a hidden ability. Can be found just in the Virbank complex in Black 2 and White 2, and in Black and White 1 can be found in White Forest, but only in White. When looking at its stats, you can see that it's got pretty okay attacking stats, not as good as Magby's, but they're still pretty good, although it exchanges those kind of lower attacking stats for very, very high speed. However, that's not to say that Elekid is outclassed by Magby, because it still has very good moves, especially when it gets Shockwave at level 22. When it evolves into Electabuzz at level 30, it picks up pretty good mixed attacking stats, especially its special attack, although its physical attack is okay. Again, not as good as Magmar's, but Electabuzz generally has better coverage moves because it can use things like Ice Punch as well as its other moves. But it also gets very fast for an unevolved Pokemon. But it's pretty good, I would say. When it evolves into Electivire after trading with an Electrizer attached, it kind of changes its attacking stats around, and it becomes very good at physical attack. Its special attack is as good as Electabuzz's, so kind of go either way if you want.
Its speed is lower than Electabuzz's, but it can have, well, it will have the ability Motor Drive when it evolves from Electabuzz, which gives it an immunity to electric type moves, and will basically, when it's hit by one, it will raise its speed, which is quite nice. When it comes to Electivire, it has very good coverage moves. It is fast enough, and it isn't really outclassed by any other electric type. I would say it's probably probably the best, possibly tied with the best. Electivire gets 4.5 stars. Another new Pokemon you can find at the Virbank complex is Growlithe, number 58 in National Order. Growlithe is a fire type, can have the abilities either Intimidate or Flash Fire, with Justified as hidden ability. It's found at the Virbank complex only, and in Black and White 1 it is completely absent, cannot be found anywhere. As for its stats, it's got a fairly similar build to Magby, just a little slower and slightly more bulky, but its Intimidate ability, which is generally better for it in-game, I'd say, well, it cushions up physical blows quite nicely. When it evolves into Arcanine through the use of a Firestone, it becomes very balanced in every sense of the word. It gets very good, very good physical attack, good special attack, good speed, and its defences make it fairly bulky. However, being a fire type, it doesn't really have very good resistances. I mean, it has some, but its weaknesses kind of compound that. When it comes to coverage moves, it does kind of struggle a little bit, and also to get Arcanine's best moves, you've got to kind of keep it as a Growlithe for quite a while. It learns Flamethrower at level 31, which to me is the best time to evolve it, but it does end up getting moves such as Flare Blitz and Outrage in the levels close to level 43, around that level. So it depends whether you want to keep it around for that long. However, once it's fully evolved and it has the moves that you want it to have, it is a real powerhouse. It can do everything you want it to do. It can cover its weaknesses, it can deal with dragon types with either Outrage or Dragon Pulse, which it can learn both of. Arcanine is probably outclassed by, well, it's outclassed by Darmanitan and Chandelure, definitely, but I'd say it's probably as good as Magmortar, despite kind of lacking in the power department early on in the game. But its coverage moves make up for that, which Magmortar doesn't really have, and it can definitely go mixed, as opposed to Magmortar, who's only really good at special attacking. However, Arcanine is a very good Pokemon, and I would give it 4 stars. Another new Pokemon you can find at the Virbank complex is Magnemite, number 81. It's an electric steel type, and can have the abilities either Magnet Pull or Sturdy, with Analytic as a hidden ability. It can be found at the Virbank complex in Black and White 2, and in Black and White 1 it can be found in White Forest, absent in Black. When looking at Magnemite's stats, you can see it obviously excels in special attack, having very high special attack for such an unevolved Pokemon, and its defences are pretty good, especially when you consider the fact that it has the most resistances of any Pokemon in the entire game. I think the only type it's hit neutrally by is water, I think, don't quote me on that. But its weaknesses are quite frustrating to deal with, especially the ground one, especially since it doesn't have Levitate, which you think it would have, but it doesn't. When it evolves into Magneton at level 30, it picks up even better special attack, with good physical defense. Its special defense is kind of lacking, considering it is an electric type, and generally electric types have high special defense. And its speed is okay. It's not overly fast, but it's not overly slow either. As a Magneton, it can be found in the P2 lab in Black 2 and White 2, if you so desire to catch it there. Sturdy does generally make it quite good though. It means it can survive a ground type attack fairly easily. To evolve it into a Magnezone, you've got to basically level it up in Chargestone Cave, which will probably be around about level 32 to 34, around that level, so you won't have a Magneton for very long. But when it evolves into Magnezone, it picks up even more special attack, having one of the highest in the game, with pretty good physical defense, as well as decent special defense. I mean, it's good, but not amazing. It actually becomes slower, which is kind of frustrating. As a Magnezone, it can be found in the P2 lab in the Shaken Grass in Black 2 and White 2.
As an electric type, I'd say it's probably outclassed by Electros and Electivire, but it is pretty good, especially later in the game. Its stats are very good for a Pokemon like it. You do kind of have to think about whether you want to have a Magnezone or a Magneton, because Magneton only has a little less special attack. It's faster, and it can actually use Eviolite to make its defences even better than Magnezone, so you've got to kind of think about it. However, it's a very good Pokemon. Kind of struggles for coverage moves, but I'd say it's probably one of the best Pokemon in the game. However, I'm going to be giving it 3.5 stars because it does kind of struggle for electric type moves as well. I mean, it doesn't get a very good one, which is Discharge, until like level 51 or something, which is unbelievably late. So yeah, I don't know, but Magnezone's okay. 3.5 stars. The final new Pokemon you can find at the Virbank complex is Coughing. Coughing is number 109 and is a poison type. Can only have the ability Levitate, which is not bad because it's a very good ability for it, giving it an immunity to ground type moves, which would otherwise have a weakness to. It can only be found at the Virbank complex in Black 2 and White 2, and in Black and White 1 it's totally absent, so don't bother trying. As a Coughing though, it has very good physical defense, as you can see. It kind of struggles everywhere else though, but it does have fairly decent mixed attacking stats. It's quite slow though, and also takes an age to evolve, but it evolves into Weezing at level 35. When it has done so, it picks up very good physical defense, which helps it cushion a lot of physical attacks very easily. It has decent mixed attacking stats, obviously not as good as, say, I don't know, Magmar or something, but it's pretty good. It's kind of slow and struggles in special defense, giving it a big weakness to psychic type moves, which are generally special based. But as a poison type, I'd probably say it's the best in the game. Possibly second to Roserade, but Roserade is generally primarily used as a grass type anyway. As Weezing can be found at the P2 lab if you so desire to catch it there. But I'd say it's a good Pokemon. It's not one of my favourites, in fact I don't really like it very much, but it outclasses, it outclasses a lot of Pokemon for a poison type slot in your party. I'd say it's pretty good. It's definitely worth some thought into your team, and yeah, I would probably give Weezing about 4 stars. Okay, so new Pokemon covered. What's going to happen now? I'm going to catch myself a new Pokemon, and it's going to be one that I'm going to be using for my final team. Now I've just got to find it. Not you, Growlithe. I've used a Growlithe before though, and it is very good. Doesn't have Intimidate, how boring. Yeah, typically if you want a Growlithe, I would probably go for one that has Intimidate. Flash Fire can be good, but it's very situational. Not Water Gun. Intimidate is much better. So, I've actually just realised something, but this is the Pokemon that I would like to find. It is Magby. I am actually just going to take this one out because there is some dark grass here where you can find some stronger Pokemon, and I would like to find myself a stronger Magby than level 10, but that would be a perfect time to catch it. I'm not going to use Tackle. These things do have Flame Body, so do be very careful when attacking them with physical moves. So yeah, I'm just gonna go to the dark grass, just because I feel it's going to be a bit better there. So I'm just going to run from any Pokemon I find. Hello Growlithe, level 13. Not sure what level you can find the Pokemon up to in the dark grass, but I think it's level 16, which is going to be very helpful. So yeah. Oh, hello. Can I please run? Guess I could take it out. Think it may have to come to that. Screw it, it'll get me to level 17 anyway. Odor Sleuth. Ugh. Damn. Just Water Gun it again. Are we really speed tied? Oh, it might have been using Roar actually. Okay, so level 17, a magic number. Try and learn Razor Shell first. Sure, we'll forget it. Forget something. Let's get rid of Focus Energy. I'm not really using that right now. Okay, so this is the real reason for the magic number. Here we are. Revolving. Yay! Now again, I'm not going to be using Oshawott for the entire playthrough. I'm going to be abandoning it once we get to Castalia, but you know. For now, we have Do-Wop. Yay, Do-Wop. Do-Wop? Okay, so can I please just get to the freaking dark grass? Hello, Growlithe. Let me go. Thank you. There we go. Right, okay, so just quickly, there is a tiny mushroom hidden right there. Hello. Oh. Fighting a Pokemon beforehand. Here's another one of the new Pokemon, Magnemite. The perfect Pokemon for the next gym. It's a Steel type, so it's immune to all of the Poison type moves lurking in the gym, and has Sonic Boom to deal some serious damage. Heating crude oil separates it into many different components. That's what this distillation tower is for. But it's also known as a topper, but I want to call it a distillation tower. Damn it. Oh, my knowledge overflowed and it was overheard. Okay, I don't know what that was about. Magby, where are you? They've definitely decreased the encounter rate of Pokemon in this game. A level 12 Growlithe. Bleh. Intimidate. Come on. Ugh. Well, there's another Pokemon you can find here, Patrat. As of right now, I don't seem to be finding any higher level Pokemon. They all seem to be the same levels as they were in the freaking normal grass. Don't really want to have to train a Magby up from level 10 though. That really would take... Go away, Patrat. I don't need you. I'm just trying to get a Magby that's as high level as possible. Probably be easier to do this off screen, to be honest. Oh, go away, Patrat! I don't need you! Stupid thing. In fact, I will do that. I will end this off just here, and I will try and find myself a Magby that's fairly decent. So I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so that took far too long. It took me forever to freaking find... Well, not find a Magby, but actually catch it. It takes so long to catch Magby and to catch Elekid. They're just so tough to catch at this point in the game. So I caught one at level 11 and I trained it up to level 15 using the Ordino, which I will show you another one of in just a second. I called it Ignite just because whatever. I kind of like Magby. It's very fast and has good stats all around at the moment. Mine's got a neutral nature, which is nice, especially since it's going to be a bit of a mixed attacker. I had to end up catching like 4 of these things to actually get one that had a decent nature. But yeah, so I've trained it up to level 15, but I think we'll find another Ordino and I'll show you exactly what I meant earlier. Now, when I was accidentally running past, I did accidentally fight this guy. I can't remember what his name is, but all he has is like a Lillipup. I think it's level 15. So the best way to train here is to use these pipes. So you obviously want to be running up and down. But the whole idea is that once you find a patch of shaking grass, if you go up or down or left or right depending on the direction, you can actually just jump right down from the pipes and you can get to the shaking grass really easily rather than having to run around the outside of it. Because even if you don't run around the outside of it, like you're running around, then you will find shaking grass. See, right here, it's just above there, so if I jump off here, I'm straight in it. Okay, so, here's an Ordino, level 13. Now, do be warned that these things do take an age to... I'm just going to use Fire Spin. They take an age to kill. Well, that one didn't take so... This one's not taking so bad, but they do take a long time to kill. However, they're totally worth it for the experience that you get. As you can see, that didn't do very much at all. For some reason, the actual fire spin attack is doing more than Ember. Not sure how that is, but anyway. Alright, so just keep using Ember. It will have Growl, which is kind of frustrating, especially if you're using physical attackers. But if you've got a special attacker, then you should be fine. I think all of the Pokemon that you can find here at this point will have special attacks. 886 experience. Seriously, that is a huge amount of experience, and it only gets better when you go through the game, especially when you get the lucky egg later on, which makes it even better. But yeah. Oh, it's you again. The smokestacks of the complex rise up into the sky. That powerful silhouette is sure breathtaking, isn't it? By the way, they're burning up waste gas. Who are you talking to? Recently, they found all sorts of uses for this gas, though. Oh, you overheard some of my vast stock of knowledge. And off he goes again. So let's just find one of those workers, I guess, to help out that guy. Oh, there's one. But first of all, before I do anything else, you can find the TM for Thief here, TM46. Kind of useful for Purloin if you haven't already got Pursuit. But yeah. Working at this complex was my dream, but now that it's come true, I've got everything I want. What? The foreman said so? Okay, fine. We just have to battle, right? That we do. Okay, so Worker Isaac has a Magby, level 12. I think I'm just going to use Feint Attack. My 60 power Dark type attack, which you get at level 12. Wow, that did a lot. It's a bit unfortunate that it's physical at this point, because it means that I might be hit with Flame Body. Hopefully not. Of course, now I've said that, it means I will, but luckily I didn't. But let's see, look, 199. That's a regular trainer Pokemon. So, you know, it's just insane the amount of experience that you get. These coughing hanging around, they are very, very physically defensive, as I said in my review, so you will want to be hitting them with special attacks. If you've got a Snivy, it's probably worth catching something else, especially for the next gym, because the next gym is tough if you've got Snivy. I'm not going to, it's going to over-level me. I need to go up that way. Another worker here. I'm happy just to be with my awesome Pokemon. What? A battle? I guess so. I'll play a bit. Well, you have to. The foreman says so. Okay, so Worker Mitchell here has a Patrat. Level 12. I think Feint Attack actually has slightly more power at this point, because I have like one more physical attack point than I do a special attack point. And Ember technically has the same power, because it's 40 plus stab, which is 20. Oh, Detect, really? Do we really need to do this? Oh, Bide. Yeah, be careful with that, because that thing has priority. So, make sure you can take it out. Magby gets incredibly strong when it hits level 22. This thing is very strong. This Elekid is very strong as well. When it gets to level 22, Magby learns Flame Burst, and Elekid learns Shockwave, which are very, very strong attacks. For this point in the game, they are ultimate moves. It's a bit like in the original game when you could have like the 3 Simmies learn either Flame Burst, Scald, or Seed Bomb. It's just so overpowered. Even when it's resisted, it still does a ton. So it's going to be like that in this as well. I did have that in my white Nuzlocke, but I don't know whether I'm going to upload that. I really don't. It's kind of because it was really boring footage. I think it was really, really boring. I'm going to get a lot stronger so I can impress Roxy. Does someone have a crush? Waylon? Smithers? Oh wait, no, just Waylon. Just Waylon. Alright, so Waylon has a Patrat, level 13. Again, nothing too special. Let's use Feint Attack. Nice. I've had 2 one-hit KOs so far, and they've both been on Patrats. Ah, haha, it can't be true.
It is, because you're using just a Patrat, which sucks. Boo. Every day is the same. I get bored when things don't change, so I don't mind battling you. Well, good. Because I need to battle you. To get myself a nice useful TM. Okay, so Nathan has a Riolu, level 12. This is one thing I definitely do want to use Ember against. Counter. Okay, fine. Ember again. Add a Lillipup. I think we'll go into Samantha for this. Okay. So, let's use Razor Shell. Our new attack. Wow. Boom. Such power. Speaking of which, it's been quite some time since I last had a Pokemon battle. Well there you go then. It's okay if every day's the same when I'm working at this complex. It means there aren't any problems. Well, that's fun for you. Okay, so I wish there was a doctor around here. Actually, we haven't come across a doctor yet. Oh my, why? You have a Pokédex, don't you? I heard that the newest Pokédex has an amazing function called the Habitat List. Could you use it to show me what kind of Pokemon live in this complex? Oh? You don't have the Habitat List for the complex filled up yet. Do I not? Oh, I guess she wants you to catch all of the Pokemon? Because I've seen all of the Pokemon here. I've definitely seen them all. Be prepared to fight a Woobat when you come across this girl. I do like this place at night because of like the reflections off the water and that kind of thing. It is nice here at night. Okay, so Daya has a Woobat, level 16. Why did I say 16? It's level 13. Just going to use Feint Attack. Should one-hit KO. Easy peasy. Really? Okay. Woobat's a little stronger than I thought it was. Let's just use Ember. Finish it off. Wow, how powerful. Why, thank you very much. Oh, it's you again. What are you standing over here for now? Those gas holders are a sure an expression of harmony, aren't they? There's a reason behind that shape. A sphere is best for withstanding the tremendous pressure inside. It would be nice if they would draw a Pokemon on these gas holders too. Oh, you overheard some of my breathtaking knowledge. Are you actually interested in what I have to say? That would mean I have a complex buddy. That makes me really happy. Well then, take this with you. Do get an ether. Not too special, but, you know, it's kind of nice. Anyway, off he goes. So, I think we're pretty much done with the complex now, and I think, well, we'll... Oh, hang on just a minute. Whoa. Hey, you did it, didn't you? This is a token of my thanks. And you get the TM for Rock Smash, TM 94. The complex is lively because everyone is so fired up and ready to go. Yeah, well, I could have done with that TM a gym ago. Anyway, so once you've explored the... Well, you don't really even need to go to the complex, but it's definitely recommended. Give you some extra training. You can get... Well, in fact, all of the new Pokemon there are fantastic Pokemon to use. Coughing is probably not so much, but the rest of them are definitely amazing. Especially... Well, I think Elekid is definitely my favourite of the bunch. Although I do love Growlithe. Alright, so on the next episode, I think we are going to explore the gym down here before moving on to Pokestar Studios, although that will be on a separate episode as well. So, until then, see you next time, guys.